What is up, everyone? This is me, Prasanna Balakrishnan, here for the match review of Chennaiyin FC versus Kerala Blasters, and probably one of the worst ever performances I've ever seen from a Chennaiyin FC side. From first to last, we were completely dominated. First of all, hats off to Kerala Blasters. They had a game plan and they pressed us from the front and they didn't allow us any breathing space. They dominated the game from first to last, and thankfully, it was only 3-0. It should have been 4 or 5 because Kerala were absolutely dominant. But I'll get to that in a sec. But before I go into this review any further, I would like all of you to hit the like on this video, subscribe button, hit the notification button to get more notifications whenever I upload videos like this or go live. I will be doing the review for Brentford versus Chelsea as well, which will come out later. But first, starting with my home club, Chennai FC, who put out an absolute stinker today against Kerala Blasters. Let's just go quickly run through the lineups. It was the same lineup that started the game against Odisha, which we won 2-1, and Kerala they were on a good run of form. They just beat Mumbai City 3-0, and they hadn't lost since their first game where they played against JTK Mohun Bagan, and after that they were on a 4-game unbeaten streak, which is now 5, and back-to-back matches they won 3-0, and both of them in convincing fashion. We were just not up to the races at all today. That's much everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong for us today, and you can't see much more than that. It's a bad day at the office. We're still not that much adrift from the top. If we won today, we would have gone to second place. Big chance missed given that Mumbai City had lost and we could have gone just 1 point less than Mumbai City FC. We would have been on to 14 points since Mumbai City had 15. But today was an absolute shambles from first to last. Kerala, they pressed us from the front. They had a game plan. We never even started the game, let alone play the game. I thought we would always start games quick. We would start early, set our game plan up, and get the early goal within 10-15 minutes. But that's exactly what Kerala did. 9 minutes they scored. Vasquez absolutely ghosting on the back of Ariel Borishuk. You see, Damjanovic plays him onside, but if you look at Ariel Borishuk's possession, he absolutely loses him. He doesn't even track his run, and that was a wonderful ball over the top, and he was clearly onside, and that was 1-0. And ever since then, they never looked back. We did have 2 half chances. One was of one of our corner, which they almost scored off an own goal, and one chance. We had one clear-cut chance. It was a Kerala corner. We got it out. Midland put it on a plate for Germanpreet. They had to just tap it, hit it on target, and that was a goal, but he hit it wide. It's these sort of chances that can make huge differences in games like this. If he had scored, there would have been 1-1. We didn't deserve that, to be honest, but it was a lucky break for us. We could have got us back in the game, and who knows, we could have won. But Kerala got a bit lucky there, but that was the only part they got lucky with, because otherwise they were outstanding throughout the whole game. Some fantastic performances throughout. Sahal was outstanding again. Harmanjot Kabra, I think he bossed the game today. Adrian Luna was fantastic. Alvaro Vasquez, he was outstanding. Jessel Carnero was good. Leskovic was brilliant. And you can only put positives if you're a Kerala fan. If you're a Chennai fan, you cannot put any positive spin on that. Generally, the problem is we create chances, but we don't score goals. Today, we hardly created a chance. Yes, we huffed and puffed in the second half, but it was to no avail. Again, the second, just mistakes. I mean, there were times on the ball where we were just caught napping. I mean, Anu Thapa at one instance, when they almost made it 3-0, he thought he had half an hour on the ball, and someone ghosted him on the back and took the ball off him. The second goal, Jesus Christ! I mean, Vishal Kate, what the hell are you doing? Instead of clearing it out, he just cleared straight to that player, and we don't defend it properly, and it's 2-0, and it could have been 3-0, 4-0 even at halftime. They had 2 chances. We got back to defense, so it was damage control in the first half. Second half, we huffed and puffed, but we failed to blow the house down. They got the third. That was well deserved, and could have been worse. I actually messaged in one of my WhatsApp groups that on the 65th minute mark, can we win this game now, because we just want to put us out of our misery. And the game ended 3-0. Even if we had forfeited, the game would have ended 3-0. So didn't make much of a difference. Just a bad day at the office, and hopefully we move on from here. And the only person who can probably come up with a bit of credit is probably Midland. He tried. Um, let's go just to the whole team. Visharkait, we couldn't blame him for 2 goals, but second goal was his mistake. Slavko was very, very poor today. The whole defense, in fact, Narayan Das, he had no control about him whatsoever. He was slipping and sliding. Regan was poor today. Ariel Borisov, he was caught back. He was caught on the first goal. Tapa never led today as a captain. We did make a halftime substitution. We bought Changte and Komanov, which I thought made absolutely zero sense because Koman has been superb, and why are you taking him off? It didn't make any sense whatsoever. Lucas came on. He did have a bit of an impact, but it was all too late. Kerala from front to back were absolutely brilliant. They have been having a good season, and they jump above us in the table now. Let's just go through the table real quick once. Obviously, Mumbai City, they are on top of the table with 15 points. Kerala could have gone second if they had scored another goal. We are now in sixth. That is now, 6-3. We are sixth and they are third. Probably sums it up. So we are now on the as level points with ATK Mohan Bagan. We are in fact below them. Odisha have a game in hand, so if they win that, they can go above us. It's almost halfway point of the season, like 3 more games to go to the halfway point, and then we have to face all over again. So we need to buckle up. I'm not losing it now. We have our next game against Bengaluru on the 30th. We have nice 7 days to relax, recover, and recuperate and rectify mistakes to come back from the next game. Bengaluru aren't playing that well, so we have to make use of the opportunity, and hopefully we can get a win and sign off the year with a win. And that's pretty much it from my side. Just a bad day at the office, and hopefully we bounce back. If you know this video, consider hitting the like button and subscribe button and hit the bell notification to get notifications whenever I upload videos like this or go live. I will be putting the review of Brentford versus Chelsea, which Chelsea won 2-0 in the Carabao Cup quarterfinal, a bit later, straight after this video. So in case in still pandemic times in everywhere around the world. So as I keep saying in every single video, stay safe and wash them hands.